Never do this to your spouse.
Never try and change your spouse to who you want them to be. Help them change themselves to who they want to be.
When one is driven by self-doubt and fear, that leads to addictions like food, porn, and drugs.
When they fill up their cup with purpose and self-love, it overflows onto you. That will raise intimacy, happiness, laughter, and fulfillment. I can't tell you how many times that I've admired other people's and wanted to be like them and all these other things. And that's great. Like, I love filling up my cup with inspiration of what they're doing, but I don't want to compare myself to them or be like them, but I also don't want to limit myself at the same time. I want to take different things from other people and make that to my true self. I can be that way sometimes in our relationship. Like, I'm so motivated and going that I'm like, dang, like, I'm so motivated. I want her to like do the similar things as I am. And that was kind of what happened yesterday a little bit. I was just like, babe, we need to go and here and this. I'm like, can't you see like what I'm seeing here? And she was like,
no, I don't. It's not who I am.
Right. And then I realized that later in the day, and I was like, I'm trying to change her into somebody that I want her to be me, but that's not how this marriage works, or any marriage works. And that's totally cool. I mean, that was more of on a business front, but on the same time, like, that would be changing her. Let them be who they want to be. Now, obviously, that's not if, like, in a bad way. Like, if she was just like, hey, I just want to eat bonbons all day and watch soap operas and, you know, not clean the house and never go grocery shopping, or don't work on the business and don't do any of the things else. Like, okay, well,
no,
that's not what we're talking about.
He can still inspire me and encourage me,
but just aligning with her
right.
goals. So if she's saying, hey, you know, I want to do this, and this, awesome. I'm going to fire you up. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to help push you. I'm going to use my strength and tools to raise you up. Because I'm sure you probably felt that as a kid. You know, my parents always wanted me to be somebody that I wasn't. And still to this day, I love my dad and all that, but he tries to tell me how to raise my kids and that they need to do this, and this. And I'm like, Dad, that's not who they are, and that's not who we are. I'm like, I appreciate your advice, but whatever they want to do, I'm going to support them and lift them up. So the same thing in your marriage, and same thing with yourself. When we're not living our true purpose, we're never going to be happy. So many people sell out these days and say, well, I've got this job and I can't change because it has a good 401k and has a good retirement and all of this. That's great. Enjoy the rest of if you're 40 now, enjoy another 25 years working and throwing your life down the drain for a company that you're building their dreams, and you're only so X amount fulfilled. By you chasing your purpose and passion that will fill you up, will you take a monetarily hit? Possibly. But that doesn't matter. Money doesn't make people happy, as you see people on Wall Street who kill themselves all the time or have major drug addictions. They have all the money in the world, but it doesn't make them happy. Why? Because they're not doing their true purpose. They're just chasing that money. Security is amazing, don't get me wrong. But we're not promised tomorrow. We're going to get one shot at this life. Fill yourself up with your true purpose and your passion. And when you do that, that's an abundance of wealth. But help your spouse do that. That'll fill her up. When that fills up, it'll fill me up. I keep raising up, and then I fill her up, and we just keep doing it. But if I bring myself down, she's coming with me.
Yeah.
And if she goes down farther, then it's going to only bring me down farther, and reverse. And then we take our kids with us, our business with us, everybody we're working with us. You bring one person up, another person follows. Another person up, another person follows. So many times people tell us, oh, well, I've been growing myself, but my spouse isn't following suit. Chances are you've been growing yourself for 2 weeks, or that it's been 6 months and it's been very sporadically. Let's say it's the gym. You've probably, in 6 months, maybe you've gone 12 times. Maybe in that 6 months, you've read one book. Like, that's not you lifting yourself up. That's small. You got to consistently do it every day for 6 months, a year, 2 years. That's when it settles in and changes. No successful business, no successful marriage was just built like that. It takes time to do it. So just be consistent. Love yourself and love your spouse, but challenge each other and lift it up. Much love.